Hi, Justin. How are you?
Hi, Scott. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Really was moved by this film. I've also been a big fan of your other two films, Gook and Miss Purple.
Thank you.
So I want to kind of start where your journey began, and that is at a film festival. As a filmmaker, how have film festivals shaped your career?
Uh, like I have a career because of film festivals, mainly Sundance. I think that for filmmakers like myself that do independent film and find funding privately in the size of them, you don't have quite the support that studio films have. I think film festivals are a place where you can showcase your work and have a platform that you normally wouldn't have to reach a much wider audience. I mean, we're talking about, Gook and Miss Purple were micro budget films, tiny, tiny, tiny budgets. And without the existence of a Sundance, I wouldn't be here. No one would know like that I'd be making films.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible. I love asking this question because I feel like so many filmmakers would not be where they are today if it wasn't for film festivals. It's just the truth.
It's an absolute truth. It's an absolute truth. Like I owe my career to Sundance specifically.
Yeah. There's so much to digest with this film. I mean, you've spoken so much about representation in cinema, yet this movie tackles so many themes that you don't see that much. You have adoption, you have a family having to deal with immigration, and then of course the most important, what does it mean to be an American if you're not from here originally?
Yeah.
So I would love, how were you able to balance all those topics in one film?
You know, I tend to have a bit of ADD when I make films, and I try to tackle a lot in all of my films, but there are things that are kind of in my consciousness at the time, but specifically the main purpose, the spine of this film was to shine a light on this issue that's happening where adoptees are getting deported, and hopefully, if there's some critical mass of the film, hope that there's some change that can happen. It was in service to the adopted communities, specifically the adoptees that were getting deported or facing deportation. But the other issues are just ways I can get other things that I think are important socially, for our country. Because the main thing is, in the specificity, what I attempt to do in specificity in film is to actually make it more universal and more accessible, and ultimately show how we're all much more like than different. So those are, huge sort of goals that I have. So there's a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah. I wish I had more time to talk to you. They're telling me to wrap, but hey, I appreciate it. Keep making these great films. Keep starting conversations.
Thank you so much, Scott.
No problem. You have a great day. Take care.
You too.